Yo, how we doing, gamers? Good to see ya. Welcome on into a slightly later Shack stream today. We are going to be going for the regular time, but we started just a little bit later today because we are a little bit low on stock. But we are going to at least have a little bit of an entertaining stream. We're going to yap for a little bit. Worst case scenario if we don't get anything going today. But how are we doing? Sandy, it's good to see you. Fizzy, Jason, Caribbean Chibi. How are we doing, guys? It's good to see you. T-Sushi, Zolrock, Coffee. How are we all? Hope we had a fantastic day. Thursday night, eh? Almost at the weekend. Almost Worlds time. Worlds does start tomorrow, actually, which is super exciting. We're gonna be streaming on the Chufty channel tomorrow, not super late. And then we've got the auction tomorrow for the Shack. No singles, Jason. No singles. I got no debut for singles today. The only singles I have are the ones on the website. Thank God I have them, because if I didn't have them, I'd have literally nothing. Literally, the cards that I have available are the 6 cards on the website, and if I didn't have those 6 cards on the website, I would be in trouble. Like, I genuinely do not have any singles to debut today. Yeah, God, the stars are falling, Sandy. There's a lot of stars that are falling off today, or falling off this week. It's very sad. May have to go through the Chufty pile. Nah, brother, we'd never go through. The thing with the Chufty pile gets put out once I actually collect that card. Like, for example, the Regirock. The Regirock went from the Chufty pile to the stream pile because I pulled one recently. So that's why. I might get the website cards if I don't get any hits on my packs. Jason, you already have them! Juji, how we doing? Good to see ya. Juji, the TFT. The new set is so much fun. Oh my god, I loved it today. I got a first as well with the Kale, the pa. I loved it. Oh, Solar and Luna. Solar and Luna look like they are incredible. It's a problem that the new set is so fun. I got work to do. Maybe, Gigi, maybe this season we rankies. Last season I got to gold and I was like, I don't really want to rank anymore, you know? But maybe rankies this season. That could be fun. My weekend might start today, depending on how much work we have tomorrow. Oh, that could be nice. I think this season might be rankies. That's what I'm saying, Gigi. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna upload my YouTube short today, and then after the YouTube short, we are going to we're going to probably play some TFT. So maybe, Juji, I'll let you know. Tomorrow would just be overtime, but my overtime, yeah, overtime kind of nice. Overtime kind of nice. I was actually not going to stream at the Shack today. I'll be real with you guys. I was gonna stay home. I was gonna work on some YouTube clips. I know I've got one more that I can upload for Sunday. So I wanted to stay home and work on some YouTube clips, but I was like, you know what? I'll come into the Shack. I'll chat with you guys for a little bit. I'll come into the Shack. We'll pop a shift. Maybe some PALDEAN FATES is solved. Ollie, bloody perfect timing, Ollie. Holy hell. Did you get my message yesterday, Ollie? Did you get my message yesterday? You were one stream away from losing this ETB. Yes, thank God. Oh, just let me know if you agree to the trade-in, and then we can go through with that ETB tomorrow. You know how much overtime I do? How much do you do, Cribby? How's the bidding wars? Jason, as of 3 minutes ago, you officially won. So congratulations, Jason. The first partner wave 3 are officially yours. And it's the trade that we agreed on. The Gwyn SIR and the Tepig illustration rare is going to be traded for the 3 of them. And that is it. Are they going to be higher end singles tomorrow? Although we don't have any. They're all bought. They're done. That's it. They're gone. I don't have any. You guys have bought them all. Xnox, how we doing? My host. Yeah, GG. Jason offered a pretty good offer. He offered some really good cards to be able to nab those three. I think I am almost at 200 hours of overtime this year. Good Lord, Crispy. That's going to be very nice. I blame the manager for taking us to Asia. Pretty cardboard. I know, GG. I know. But at least you get to go and have an Asia trip. It's going to be very nice. Very good. But Ollie, make sure you reply to the message. I'm going to bump it for you so you know exactly. I agree. Excellent. Excellent. So that is going to be the trade-in we will complete. We'll get you that €7 credit. I'll get that done up for you tomorrow so that you can buy the ETB on the website with that coupon code. Done. Chat, we're gonna have a hot local single tomorrow. We're actually gonna have a hot local single. I'll be getting Wagyu steak dinner, steak too buttery, lobster too juicy. Xnox, why is Juji's steak so buttery? Why is Juji's lobster too juicy? What is going on? Wagyu sounds very good. It does. It does. What am I doing this weekend? Staying home, saving money. I think so. I don't think I'm doing anything crazy this weekend. I think Saturday I'm doing some grocery shopping with Simji, and then we're staying home. I'm gonna watch some Worlds, work on some content. I think that's what I'm gonna do on Saturday. Why's my pillow so cool? Oh my god, Juji! Because of the lopsided BBL. Sandy is so right. Because of the lopsided BBL. How about Saturday bingo? I'll tune in. Help you out with bingo, Juji. I'll watch. I'll have you in the background, but I really got to get some shorts out. I really got to get some shorts planned. I've fallen behind on the YouTube. I kind of lost my mojo with it. I was in a really good rhythm, and then I don't know what happened, but I think it's when I swapped into champions. It's harder to make clips for champions, and I think I had 2 clips that didn't do well that I thought were going to, and that kind of gave me like a little bit of a pushback, being like, you know, what's the point? They're not going to do well anyway. You know, when that sort of gets into your head. But I think I just got to get back into the rhythm of things. If it does well, it does well. If it doesn't, whatever. If it does, great. If it doesn't, whatever. I think I just got to, yeah, I know. But it's like, I have the steps there, and it did kick me while I was down a little bit. I'm just like, So I just got to shake it off, and I should be good. Shake it off, I should be good. There's going to be some good content that we're going to be putting out soon. Yeah, Rambo! How we doing? I don't think Shifty knows how to play bingo. I've played bingo in my life before, Jason. The hell? You goose. Oh, Femi! How we doing? Because I have been plays for the AC! Femi, what's good? Good to see ya. But yeah, Saturday, I'll be there, you know, watching a little bit of bingo. Juju might not play, just because I've got some videos I want to make, so... I want to have 3 shorts done on Saturday, and I'll hopefully have some content. Hopefully Friday's stream can be good for that. But I do have 1 clip that I can make, which I think is going to be really good. And then I want to maybe work on the long form, but I don't know about the long form yet, because I do really want to record the audio, but my audio isn't a great setup for it because of how echoey the room is. I don't know. I'm a bit iffy on the long form. Short form, though, I got to get my booty into gear. Hey, Witch Wifey, how we doing? Good to see ya. But yeah, that's currently where I am with content. Streams are doing well. You know, streams are doing very well, which I'm very fortunate for. But I think where my mental block is and where my issue at the moment is finding what to turn and what the champion's audience wants, you know? Yeah, if I do long form, I can make the short form, so I know that. But it's like, what does the audience want from Pokemon Champion shorts? Do they want edited battles? Do they want hype moments, or do they want funny moments? So it's like, for me, it's still finding out what the champion's audience wants from a champion's clip. And I think I just have to consume more media online to find out like what does well and what doesn't. But I think I have an idea. I think it's the Pokemon that nobody expects to win games. People like to see them win. So, for example, the most recent clip I did with a Superior that knocked out the Sinister. And people would watch that being like, what the hell? Superior knocked out Sinister? So I think that's what people like. They like off meta that does funnily well. And I think we have a really good situation with viewer battles that set that up, you know? Maybe I am one of the gastro guys. I just had my salad and tummy ache deluxe. No, Simi's one of the gastro guys. Oh no, SimG. Boos and Simi both have upset Tums, guys. Boos and SimG just have upset Tums. They are the gastro guys. Oh no. I prefer the full match, but I think highlights are more popular. Yes, Jason, I do think they are. I've just got to find out what to make out of that, you know? Oh no, yes, SimG is in pain without the eye. She is pan. Not the pan. I would say like clips like the Explode, Snorlax is good. No, but Crispy, it didn't do well. The Explosion Snorlax did terribly. It's like one of my lowest rated champions clips. It did awful. And I don't know if I just didn't edit it right, but like I even got Willie and Juji to assist with that editing, and it's not. People don't want that. From this champion's creator anyway. So I'm gonna see how well the I'm gonna see how well, might not have to do with the content, but the posting time. Yeah, I'll try. Algorithm does algo stuff. I'll try a different posting time. Maybe I'm saving my uploads now. I'm actually trying something different. I'm trying something different with being able to post at a different time. I'm gonna try scheduling it for before I go live. So what's gonna happen is that I'm going to schedule a clip, post it about an hour or two before I go live, so that when I then go live, I can be like, guys, new clip, go watch. So that way, when everyone is in stream having fun, being like, yo, Chufti, what's good? How you doing? I can be like, new clip just uploaded. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try it. And I'm gonna see how it goes to see if it gets better or if it gets worse. But I noticed there's definitely an uptick of viewers and like likes and comments when I do post and when I do link in chat. I think, yeah, that's instant traction. I think it's going to be better in the long run. So I'm going to try that moving forward. Using the live stream as a tool to bring attention to the clip that's posted. So I'm gonna try that. I think it would be really good. Because the last clip, again, the one where it was like max attack, special attack, Raichu, focus blast, my beloved, and it had the Wolverine, that did terribly. That did 400 views and like 2 likes. And I was like, oh, did I not edit that right? And like Fizzy watched it and was like, bro, this is hilarious. Why is this only on like 400 views? I'm like, I don't know. Does YouTube hate me? So I'm gonna try some new things. I think that's the that's the best thing about YouTube, you know, just trying things out, seeing what sticks. And I do have some plans. I do have some extra things, but I was in my own head a little bit with some YouTube shorts. I had like some really bad performing clips back to back. And I'm like, man, is my editing style boring? And I was just like watching. I'm like, this is kind of all right. Like maybe I got to change up what I'm editing. But it could actually be my editing style. So I do need to come to terms with changing a few things with how I edit and that as well. So it's, I mean, yes, YouTube hates us all, right? It hates us all. But yeah, I think that's going to be, an interesting thing to see in the next couple of, that's YouTube, you know, that's YouTube. It's a lot harder with shorts as well. Like if I did long form content, but I think I am getting long form content on the channel, and I see some streams that like, because live turns to long form as well. So I've got long form and I've got short form going at the same time, and I have been seeing some uptick with the long form. But this week in particular, it's just people stopped watching on YouTube. And I was like, oh, okay. Bit odd. Did something happen on YouTube? They did change something recently. So they did change something algorithm-wise, which means it's probably harder for people for that live to be pushed out. I think a lot of viewers watch more shorts. It's yes and no, Jason. It's the type of viewer. So there's different types of viewers for YouTube. There's the people who watch shorts. There's the people who look for long form, and there's the people who look for ongoing series. Right? It's a different audience that you're trying to capture. I will say from own experience, I don't watch stream VODs as long form content. Generally, edited long form on YouTube is still king. Yes, correct. That 20-minute mark, the 40-minute mark, and the hour mark. Like those three styles of long form are still the best. And I do have an idea for a segment. I have lots of ideas for segments going forward with long form. I just need to get that studio into place. And I need to be able to have somewhere where I can work that isn't in the kitchen. Because I think mentally that's it gets me, because I'm just like, all right, it's like, whew, I just worked on a really good clip. Oh, the kitchen's right there. I guess I'll go cook dinner. You know, I don't really have a time to de-zone. And I think that's what gets into my head about making clips. It's like there isn't really anywhere to do or anywhere to go at the moment. But I think having separate rooms in the future is going to really help with that. But Simi is the complete opposite. You know, Simi sent me a meme the other day. Let me read it out for you. let me read it out for you. Simi sent me a meme the other day that was like, life is so exciting. I was in my bedroom and now I'm in the living room. Who knows where I'll go next? And it's just a picture of this dog. It's just a picture of this damn dog. And I'm like, oh God, this is like a hellhole for me. And so it was like, oh no, this is my life, you know? I might visit the kitchen soon. Can't have that when living in a box, right? Did you move to the suburbs? Gigi, move to the suburbs. Move to the suburbs. Oh my God. But yeah, so that's currently like where I'm at with YouTube. Like we still do well on YouTube, right? We still are growing subscribers every day. August was a big month for us subscriber-wise for YouTube, which was awesome. We're close to getting another giveaway started for the YouTube, which is really exciting. And like, I feel like YouTube is trudging along, you know? Which is good, but I want to just be able to turn the stream content into the YouTube content, and I'm having a mental block with that at the moment because it's like performance anxiety, I guess, for YouTube. So I just gotta disregard, get my head out of the game, and just try some new strategies with an open mind. I think it would be really good. The attic is reserved for me already. Correct. Juji is moving into the attic. Absolutely correct. But yeah, I'm slightly optimistic. I think this new strategy that I'm implementing is going to be really cool. I'll keep my long form videos for the regular scheduled posting time that I have to hit all target audiences. But with the shorts, I really think it is, because with long form, it does better over time. Like I actually had my best month viewership wise in terms of watch hours on YouTube ever in August, which was fantastic. Like I hit the most amount of watched content I've ever had on YouTube last month, which is delicious, fantastic. But I had the lowest amount of views that I have ever had on YouTube, which is interesting. Yo, Maiko, how we doing? I saw you just jump into the Discord then, homie. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming on through. Which is super interesting. Like if I've got the most watched hours that I've ever had on a YouTube month, but the lowest amount of views, that like converts to me that the viewership that I'm getting is traction, and it is, the viewers are staying, but it's not, I'm not getting new eyes on the content. So that says to me that the shorts aren't going out far enough and the streams aren't going out far enough. So I think these new strategies that I'm implementing, to get new eyes means you have to diversify. Yeah. That means you didn't get new eyes, but the ones exactly, yeah. So I'm glad that you know we were able to analyze and use that data. You know, it means that I didn't get many new eyes, but the ones that are watching are watching diligently, which is good. So we need to be able to turn the new viewers into diligent viewers, and then like that's where it all kicks in. You know, that's where the YouTube data helps. You know, like what steps am I gonna make? So it's really interesting that like the people who, because right, if you're YouTube, right, and you're looking at the algorithm, isn't that what is required to send out content? Isn't that like your core audience enjoys it, so it sends it out further? Am I wrong, or is that not how YouTube works? I'm doing great, TBH, almost holidays. Oh, holidays! I'm so excited for you, Maiko. We're just talking about YouTube videos and stuff and how that works. But that's so strange because like if you tell someone, you're like, hey, I hit my watch hours fantastic this month, you know? But my view count was really low. And then like someone looks into your content being like, oh yeah, the people who watch this really like it, but then YouTube isn't pushing it out to more people. And it's like, okay. How do I change that? You know? Because how it works is that YouTube tests the content on your core audience, and if your core audience likes it, then it pushes it out more. So it's like, I'm talking about my YouTube. I'm talking about my YouTube, Maiko. The Shaq's YouTube is an interesting beast. Shaq's YouTube does really well for the audience that it has. And then the stream, like I think ratio of YouTube to Twitch does better on Shaq, but it's because Shaq's content is better live than it is watched. You know, that's just understandable. But like if you told someone who was like a YouTube analyst and you were like, hey, my content does really well for my core audience. They really enjoy it. They interact with it. It's fantastic. But YouTube isn't like, but it's very, very low view count, which means it's not being pushed out at the moment. Is there a reason for that? And then I don't think they'd be able to tell you because like that's how it's meant to work. I just sent you a video of what I hope is in Booster's future, Old, Grey, and Grumbly. All right, let's take a look. Oh my God. It's Young Man Jones. It's Old Man. Simji just sent me this. This is what she thinks Boost will be in the future. Old, grumbly man. Old, grumbly man. Look at him. This is all I want for Boost. Oh, sweet man. Sweet man. That's going to be Sweet Man Jones. But yeah, that's just, and again, this is just like a content creator ranting. And look, it's not terrible, but it's curious to ask, you know? I do wonder though, sometimes analyzing others' content also isn't fruitful if they are perhaps running ads, Meta Business Suite. Yeah. I don't know. I know I'm not running ads, Meta Business Suite. I know I'm definitely not doing that. Maybe you can pick Hades' big YouTube. That's what I was honestly going to DM him, and I was going to be like, hey, bro, quick bloody question. I was going to be like, hey, extremely large YouTuber that is our good friend. What's up with this? And then you'll probably look at it and be like, oh yeah, that is odd. But I think maybe it means I just have to put more content out. Like maybe that's literally what it means. I just have to push more out because if it's resonating with my core audience and it's just and they're interacting and it's nice and then they just the viewer count is low because it's not going to new eyes. Maybe I just need more content. Maybe that's what it is. 5 times a week minimum? Yeah, maybe that's just because at the moment I'm in a slump, right? I'm in a slump, so fair enough. But I've got like 1 short a week. But in the good cycle, I was hitting like 3 a week. You know, 5 shorts, 1 long video mayhaps. Yeah, maybe honestly, maybe it's just that I'm not putting out enough content. It could be it because actually at the moment, I am Monday, Friday. I'm two VODs, 1 short, which is 3 uploads a week, right? More posted to YouTube stories. YouTube stories. Yeah, stories is an interesting mechanic I don't know about enough. Because, like, at the moment, yes, I'm aware of myself do not post content, but I got a reason for. Of course, you're working. You're working. So maybe it's literally I just have to get more content out. And I do want a way to be able to streamline that. So I think in the new place, when I'm able to move some things around and have some things available, I think I'm gonna, and I have like the external hard drive as well. I think that'll be super useful for being able to make shorts into and then long form. But I do have some great ideas that I think would be really good content, but I literally think it might be just me having to put it out there for more. Had a small mentee bee, so now I'm making a hot chockey. You need to be able to have a hot chockey for to combat a mentee bee, and also a kebab. You also need a kebab. But yeah, it's just super interesting with this sort of stuff, you know, because if you look at the numbers and you analyze the data, it's very funny what does well and what doesn't, you know. But I'm learning. I think that's the thing, we're all learning, you know. No one knows 100%, but it's always cool to just chat about it, and, you know, see what does well, see what doesn't. You know, it's very funny because the Shack YouTube does exceptionally well when a post is made, but again, there's not enough content to be made from it, you know. There's not enough big hits being pulled. Not enough time for me to turn it into shorts as well. Like, I don't have enough time to be able to turn the Shack's content into YouTube stuff. Maybe if I did put a little bit more time into the shorts. But the amount of shorts I would need to create is crazy. Like, the amount of shorts I would need to create for the YouTube is like 5 a week. I do not have the time to be able to do that. And I don't think Bossman has the wages to pay for me to do that as well. But maybe if I'm streamlined enough, maybe if I streamline enough in my own time with my own stuff, I can like dip into Shack a little. You know, be like, maybe you can do that. It could be nice. What kind of videos do you post on your YouTube? If I'm very curious, stream highlights, live streams turned into VODs, and reaction videos to Pokemon Directs. Those are the big three. So the main three are Pokemon content in terms of shorts, Pokemon content in terms of lives, highlights from stream regarding those, and reaction videos based around Nintendo Directs, Pokemon Directs, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Hey, I'll grab you the link, Maiko. I'll grab you the link. Make it a little bit easier for you. Make it a little bit easier for you. There we go. There we go. But yeah, it's just, and I love, already found you? I'm glad that my username comes up. But I'll pop it here for everyone else. Thank you for the subscription, Maiko. I appreciate it. Hopefully Shack gets more views once the partners get to post it. Exactly. I think that's going to be a thing as well, Gigi, because, you know, we'll have things being like, oh, you know, comment on our latest video saying, I was sent by Gigi, and then get like a $5 voucher on your next purchase, you know? So like there's things and there's methods that we're going to be able to implore for that sort of stuff as well. Yeah, exactly. We'll be doing like maybe one of your painted cards, Gigi, or like maybe like a little voucher, stuff like that. There's stuff that I've got in the pipeline for being able to get that sorted as well. So I definitely do think once the partners are up and going, I think it'll be a really, really cool opportunity. But yeah, funnily enough, like I said, like August was my best viewership in terms of watching hours for YouTube, which was really good. So Gigi sent me here. Do I get? No, you're already here, Jason. I'm talking about new first-time buyers. By the way, Shaq is new. Use code Gigi at checkout. You won't get a discount, but I would really like it if you did. There's some good hot shocky. Yeah, the hot shocky. Yeah. But yeah, and I think being in the creator space as well, it's definitely not like I'm not blowing up on YouTube. Like, I know that I'm not putting enough content out there, you know? I know that I need to probably get more content out there, but it's like analyzing the data that I really enjoy, you know? Like it's the, okay, well, I had like my best viewership month to date in terms of watch hours for this last month of August, and I had the highest uptick of subscribers. Fantastic. That's beautiful. That is really, really good knowledge. But the views were the lowest it's been in quite some time. Like the ratio of like watch hours to views just doesn't like triangulate. So that's where it's like, okay, so the content is good, people are enjoying it, they're really interacting with it, but it's not going out to new people. So it's like, that's where I'm like, interesting. Why? And that's why I'm just like putting my thoughts out there and absolutely, ask away. Okay, thanks for the heads up. Yeah, Jason, regulars don't count, sadly. Because if that was the case, should you also consider other events in the world, though? For example, a lot of school are back in session. Kids can't be on YouTube as much. It's true. I don't think my target audience is kids, though. I think like my target audience is generally older teenagers to middle age. I think like demographic wise, I think that's my average demographic. So I know that it, yeah, analytics, that's the demographic that says it. I've checked it out on Twitch. That's generally who my target audience is. And I know that like school holidays and stuff affects viewership as well. But like this was a whole month, you know? So that's why I was curious to see what the breakdown was. But yeah, Maiko, ask away. But even then, vacay is over. People are back to work, school studies, holidays are a whole month. Yeah, I know they are a whole month, GG. Hi, SB, how we doing? People are busy. People are busy, and that's 100% A-okay. But if it was like, do I also sell One Piece, correct? We have OP16, and we have OP17 tomorrow coming out. Mentally, I'm 18. Physically, I'm 50. Aren't we all, Sandy? Yeah, so we have OP16. 1P! Just a single P. No PP. Just single P. You sell OP17 tomorrow, Maiko. We are going to be having OP17 tomorrow, which is going to be very exciting. But yeah, and like, I want to get Ascended. GG, I bought the last Ascended. I bought the last Ascended. And don't you forget, Juji, don't you forget about this wonderful item I'm buying. The partners get nothing. Oh, love the look of OP17. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. I'm excited to open some tomorrow. Don't forget, oh yeah, don't forget vibes. Don't forget vibes. OP17 is going to be, and say, can I send you a DM about it? Shoot. Just tell me if it's going to be on my Discord or the Shaq's Discord, and I'll take a look. This is probably going to just like a short catch-up stream, honestly. Ask away, Maiko. I will do my best to answer it. It'll be on yours? Yeah, easy. I'll just tell me when you've sent it. I'll answer it super quick. But yeah, OP17 is going to be really, really exciting. Can I send you a DM about something that could be for today? Yeah. Send it. We got time today. Got an SB on in the mail. Today has been good. Yes, let's go, SB. Lego. I'm glad you got an SB on. Guys, I went past Lekia today. I went past Lekia today just to suss it, you know? Like if there was a chance there was a UPS of Prismatic Evolutions, I was gonna buy it. I walked up to the block. It looked like it was the manager that worked there. I was like, hey bro, any of those UPS Prismatic Evolutions? As soon as I said Prismatic, he was like, and I'm just like, oh, don't tell me that, bro. They dropped yesterday. And he laughed. He's like, yeah, man. We had 12 of them and they're all gone yesterday. And the Prismatic Evolutions bundles as well. And I'm just like, oh, man, why you gotta do that? Yeah. Husky, how we doing? Thank you so much for the 7 months, Husky. We're just having a yap about content and my plans going forward and being able to find some cards and all that sort of stuff. Thank you so much for the 7 months, Husky. How have you been? Since we're vibing today, do you recommend any vibes packs? No, I never recommend vibes packs. I recommend Pitch Black and PALDEAN and Fates. I'm gonna get me and my tummy ache over to the PC. Have fun, Simji. We might raid over to you a little bit earlier than later. Just to, you know, just because I think today's a shorter day, and I'll work on some binders. I've got to do Vin's binder. And then after Vin's binder, I think I'm completely good for binders, which is nice. So yeah, today will be a short day, CG. I don't think today is going to be too crazy in terms of what we do, so we might be over to yours a little bit earlier than what you would expect. Give us Chikawa. Bossman actively has disliked Chikawa. He was like, I'm never getting it again. It's the ugliest set in my life. I hate it. I hate their dumb faces. I'm never getting it in stock again. No, he's not getting vibes anymore either. He got vibes because he thought it was funny, and he's not getting any more. He's not getting any more. I guess we're talking to Boss Man. Yeah, man, he hates us and our money. Name, we were just actually we were talking about YouTube, and it was really, really funny. Like I was telling everyone, the past month for YouTube for myself has been like very interesting. You know, I've had the highest uptick of watch hours on the YouTube that I ever had, you know. Congratulations, well done, we're doing well. You know, so my watch hours for YouTube were the highest they've ever been. My subscriber uptick has been the highest I've ever had for a month outside of a giveaway. You know, giveaway data is skewed, so we don't really count that. So the highest uptick in subscribers I've ever had since the channel started and the giveaways has been this month. So great, fantastic. But not viewed channel, the amount of views per video, or like my total viewed content over the month, my view count was the lowest it's ever been since I started my YouTube, which is so strange because it means that people are liking my content, they're engaging with it, and they're very they're vocal on the actual live streams, but it's not being pushed out to new people. And it's super interesting to just see that, like, two things are doing really well, but one thing is not. And it's just like, huh, okay. And then me and Gigi were just talking about, like, maybe it means that I've got to put more content out there. So it means that it's just a lack of content, that YouTube doesn't have anything to push out. Maybe it's the times I'm uploading. It's not doing too well. So I'm going to be changing an uploading strategy moving forward. But yeah, it's just like analyzing the data and just kind of going from there. My day's been good, Husky. I've just been yapping with everyone. You know, I'm very transparent with my sort of content creation and what I do. So I always like yapping to you guys about it. Just having our little think tank, you know, being like, you know, someone says one thing, being like, ooh, that could be a good idea. It's like, ooh, that could be a good idea. But just to let everyone know what my new strategy is for shorts, I'm actually going to be changing the upload time to be an hour before I go live. So what it's going to be is as I go live, the YouTube short is going to be like up for like an hour. And then what's going to happen is that I'm going to plug it in stream, being like, hey guys, new short, go check it out. And that way it's going to be able to drive traffic to the YouTube short from the stream, and then be able to benefit from it that way. So I think that's going to be the best way, because at the moment I'm uploading it before I go to bed and just doing it that way. But if I do it this way, I can physically push it out, and it's going to get more traction earlier, which is good for the short. So that's the new strategy I'm going to implement going forward. Imagine hating money. I know. Didn't they change how viewers counted on YouTube recently? Yeah, Zolrock, they did, which is super interesting because apparently it's meant to be easier to get views now, because it makes it from the second that someone clicks on it, it's now counted as a view. They don't have to watch for 5 seconds for it to be counted. So it's super interesting that, like, that's the change they made, and I've still had the lowest view count I've ever had in YouTube, but with the other things being all-time highs. So it's super interesting. Yeah, but kebab is good with other food. Kebab is very nice with other food. I actually, one of my favorite combinations, and you guys are gonna call me crazy for this, I have 3 fast food flavor combinations that are out of this world ridiculous, right? I love them. They're so good, all right? So the first fast food combination that you guys have to try is a Subway sub, a foot-long Subway sub, whatever you want on a pizza sub, chicken fillet, chicken teriyaki, probably not seafood. I wouldn't do this with tuna or seafood, just a heads up. Probably like either like meatball, pepperoni, pizza sub, chicken, whatever you choose, and KFC chips and gravy. One of the goated combinations of all time. A Subway sub, some KFC chips, and some gravy. Oh my God. Phenomenal. Great combination. So that's combination number 1. Combination number 2, slept on so much. A kebabi full large kebab with hot wings or spicy chicken wings from either KFC, Hungry Jack's, Burger King, McDonald's, Chicken Joe's, wherever you get chicken wings from. But fast food chicken wings and kebab is fantastic. Such a good combination. Really, really good. And then the last fast food combination, that is unreal and out of this world, you guys are going to see a trend, is a burrito. So you get a burrito from like Zocalo, if you get it from Guzman y Gomez, if you get it from Mad Mex, if you get it from I don't know the American one, what do they call that? But a burrito with fries from McDonald's. Unreal. Unreal. The hot, crispy fries from McDonald's with the kebab. Oh, with the burrito. Oh. That's a good one. So next time you guys are at like a food court and there's like a selection of things, you know, give it a go. Subway sub with KFC chips and gravy, kebab with chicken wings, or a burrito with thin cut fries. Oh, so good. So good. Cue me up. Oh, Sandy has made a purchase. Guys, Sandy is being queued up. We're gonna be queued up. Sandy has gone for it. Sandy has grabbed a little cheeky pitch black. Just a little one, just a little cheeky pitch black right there for Sandy. We'll get to that soon, Sandy. But yeah, that's one of the best combinations. Can I spend money on other food? Tomorrow rent is due. Pay your rent, Juji, pay your rent. Don't know if I should have soup or kebabi today. Have soup. Everyone should save. Other food with it is perfect for a Menti B. Yes, Husky. Kebabi is great for Menti B. Kebabi is fantastic for Menti B. Oh, but yeah, if you guys ever want to know like a flavor combination, you can ask Simji. I have a very unique palate when it comes to certain foods. And I really have just spent a lot of time experimenting what goes well with what, and what goes well with other things. So like a dessert combination that I love to get is a Macca's soft serve. So a little soft serve or like an ice cream cone from McDonald's with the soft serve. And what I would do is I would grab a hot fudge brownie or a lava cake from either Domino's or KFC, and I would put the soft serve into the lava cake from Domino's or KFC because they've got the lava, and it would be a chocolate fudge sundae with like a lava cake and an ice cream. I was like, oh my God. It's a good one. That's a good one. So if you ever have the time and you've ever got the locations, give that one a go. Yeah, it's good. Hey, Husky, it's a good one. I've been told by several stoners that I eat like one. Me too, Sandy. Me too. And I'm not a big drug guy. But it's the flavor palette, you know? Some people have a palette for that flavor combination. Foodies love food, yeah. And it's just being able to find the palette combinations that do the best, you know? Welcome back from ads, everyone, by the way. Mayuko, we are back. Small drug addict? No, I used to be as a kid, as a teenager, I used to be. But as I grew up and I matured, I still drink alcohol, but I kind of just stopped, you know? I didn't really find a need for it anymore. So Simi's on a stage 2 narcotic, but it's ADHD medicine. So Simi is on a stage 2 narcotic. She can't bring it into Hong Kong. Fun fact. So yeah, no, I know that one, Sandy. But yeah, no, I never used to. I think I used to make like pop brownies as well. I used to make those type of brownies. But it just stopped. One day I was just like, you know what? I don't need it. And I just went from there, you know? And it's probably for the best now that I've moved to Sweden where everything is, because like in Australia, weed is legal in like Canberra, right? So it's not hard to get. But Sweden, everything is illegal now. So it's like, well, it's probably for the best that I don't have any sort of attachment to anything. It just makes for a healthier lifestyle as well, you know? I've been drunk once, yeah, but you're kind of young, Sandy. So like, you know, there's always going to be times that there's going to be a lot of times in the future that you're going to be able to have a little bit of a drink, you know. But yeah, I'm a big drink guy. For me, it's not the getting drunk part. It's just having a nice ice cold beverage that like just tastes good, you know. For me, that's the whole part. Never been drunk, don't plan to. Alcohol tastes nasty. Mage, someone made you drink a beer when you were. Oh, your first drink was either a beer or a wine. I can guarantee it. I'm 31. I'm kind of young. See, Sandy, you're kind of young. You got time. No, there is some alcohol that tastes real good. You know, there's some ciders that taste fantastic. There's some cocktails that are phenomenal. You know, there are some. Yeah, there you go. My dad let me taste a tiny bit on New Year's when I was a bit younger. Yep. It's disgusting. That's actually a trick, Mage, by the way. That's actually a trick that a lot of parents do with their kids. And it's because they know that the kids aren't going to like the beer or the wine, right? So they'll be like, oh, yeah, you're like 16, you know? I think it's about time you have your first taste. What they'll do is they'll give them like a little taste of beer or a little taste of wine, and then they'll have a drink and they'll be like, ugh, that's yuck. Why would you ever drink that? And then the parents are just like, well, you know, you can be better than me and you don't have to drink. And then it stays with the kids because they're like, oh, it tastes gross. It's disgusting. Why would I even need to spend money on that? I can spend money on like cardboard. Shiny cardboard is a much better way to be able to do that, you know? And that's the trick that the parents use. It's a big trick, you know? And it works out best for the kid as well, because if you don't drink, it's fantastic, you know? If you don't drink, it's fantastic. Saves a lot of money. Pear cider, my beloved. See, Mage? You found good ones, you know? Oldest trick in the book, it is. Why spend money on alcohol when you can spend it on Pokemon cards? Exactly. Brisker, elderflower, yeah, that's a good one. That's a tasty one. Haven't drank in years. Yeah, a lot of folks who are just like in the Pokemon hobby just choose not to, you know, they just don't spend money on alcohol. As someone who grew up in Australia, I can tell you right now, drinking is a big part of Aussie culture. So like having a glass of wine with dinner, very, very normal for every household to sort of do that, you know? Having a beer at the end of the day after work, that's very normal. Like going to the pub, having a beer, that's completely normal. Being with your nan and nan whipping out an Aperol spritz, you're like, that's completely normal, you know? They are 100% normal things as Aussie culture, and I guess like a lot of cultures do have that as well. Obviously, Italy, wine with dinner, but Aussies have a lot of drinking built into a lot of cultural things that they do. So growing up in Australia, I kind of just, you know, it was the norm, you know? Elderflower spritz is so yummy. Yeah, it's tasty. I actually drank a beer at 4 years old. Oh, you know, beer is not nice, T-Sushi. Like, for anyone who doesn't drink beer, if you give them a beer, it is gross. Beer is not nice. That's understandable. I once had a cigarette as a kid and oh, yuck. No, I actually don't smoke. I don't vape, I don't smoke. A lot of people are very confused when they see me. They're like, why don't you vape? I'm just like, yuck, no thanks. I actively don't vape and I actively don't smoke. Never have, never will. But yeah, it's crazy because smoking is a big thing in Australia as well. You know, like we actually have a thing called a smoko. And what a smoko is you get a extra break at work to go and have a dart, to go and smoke a cigarette. So you can literally say, hey, I'm going for a smoko. And your boss will be like, yeah, that's fine. So then you go, yeah, you guys have fika, you know, but you can't leave work to go have a fika, you know, unless it's lunch. But you can actively be like, hey, yo, I'm going to go have a smoko in Australia. And someone will be like, yeah, no, that's fine. Just go, I'll cover you for like 10 minutes. So you can go outside and have a cigarette and then come back in. So what I used to do in Australia, I picked this up, you know, because people who smoked got more breaks. So what I would do is I would be like, oh, I'm going to go have smoko. And then the guys was like, yeah, no worries. So I would go and sit on a bench somewhere for 10 minutes and then come back. So everyone I worked with thought I smoked because I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a smoker. And then I just come back in and they'd be like, yeah, sometimes fresh air is nice, you know, just not doing work is not, being paid to not work is nice, you know? Oh, PB was slamming 26 beers on his birthday. Yeah, PB would. Yeah, being paid is nice, you know, so. But yeah, no judgment at all for people who don't smoke and don't drink. It's a choice, you know, it's a healthier choice. But I often do like hanging out with people who either do like drink or like do smoke or do something. Like I like people with a bit of edge to it, you know. Like if I'm gonna hang out with you outside of work and like outside of stream, you gotta have something interesting about you, you know. You gotta have an edge, you know. Like there's gotta be something that you like to do, you know. That's the thing. So you can either be like, you could be mad into cooking. I'd be like, yeah, hell yeah, tell me about that creme brulee you made, or you could be like, you could be a heaps into like. You're a World of Warcraft guy. You love World of Warcraft. I'll be like, yeah, dude, tell me about that, man. Like, tell me about how you raided an orc dungeon the other day, you know? Or like there's some dude who just like doesn't touch alcohol, doesn't touch a lick of it, but like he'll smoke 12 packs a day. You know, I was like, they're the guys I like to hang out with, you know? Yeah, Husky, tell me about your wolf pack, bro. I like people with an edge to them, you know? That's the people I find interesting, the people I like to hang out with. Best thing is they probs didn't notice because they're used to this. Exactly. They don't notice because they smell it on themselves, you know? I can tell you about the one time a guy who's been raiding forever in a group didn't get a weapon when the new guy got it and quit a day after. Understandable. Understandable. I know enough about WoW to know that that's worth quitting over. Simji! Are we going to add some Simji? Simji grabbed the pack, you know. Some sad news. Our king is on his deathbed. News he's not going to survive the night. Oh my god. What is up with this week? There are so many people passing this week. Was it Dolly Parton? And then the dude who voiced was it Tim Burton? And then Tim Curry? And then the dude who voiced the dude who voiced Optimus Prime died like 5 hours ago? What is going on? There's so many people that are passing this week. There's something in the water? Yeah, the Optimus Prime guy, he's gone too. And the flood in Nepal? God, this is not a great week. This is not a great week, I'll tell you what. Assassinating the old people. They were just like, oh no. Trump's getting another term. I'm out. That's essentially what they did. Oh, after the first one passed, they're like, yeah, nah, honestly, valid, I'm out. I'm out. God damn. Oh, that's crazy. Gib packs. Yeah, that is nuts. We got royalty hitting the sack as well. Man, condolences to everyone that affects. It's been a rough month. Rough week. God, Chimchi's YouTube's not doing... It's a rough month. Oh, man. Nah, just be careful, you know? I think the one thing I'll say is that in my stream, it's A-okay. I think in Simji's stream, it's A-okay too. I don't know how Simji feels about this, honestly. But you gotta be careful about this sort of stuff, you know? Like, if you go into a stream and the first thing you talk about is death, like, people get weirded out by that. So for me, it's fine. I'm not very, what's the word? In fear of my own mortality. Existential. That's the word I was thinking of. I'm not very existential. Like, I can talk about this stuff, no problem. But a lot of people do get uncomfortable with this sort of stuff. So if you are going around to other streamers and just saying this sort of stuff, just be careful. You might get timed out, and then you might be like, but why? You know? But yeah, for me, it's fine. I'm A-okay talking about this sort of stuff. I'll like put a smile on and just be like, oh man, stars are falling. Meteor shower. A lot of people don't deal well with mortality though. So just a heads up to everyone, you know, respect and that sort of stuff. It is a part of life, Crispy. It is a part of life. You know, I work at a hospital. I see a bit more than I would like to. Yeah, Zorak, it's probably very rough for you, and you probably have become a little bit numb to it in a sense, which is its own frightening thing, you know. its own frightening thing. But I know, I'm sure you've got steps and methods to be able to deal with all of that, and it's scary to sometimes come face to face with that, you know. I won't go too existential on you guys. I won't say too much, but at a very young age, very young age, I had to come face to face with my own mortality, and I think that kind of clicked something in my own brain, where I kind of didn't get desensitized to it, but my brain kind of helped understand everything. And it really did sort of get to that point where when I talk about it, I can talk about it quite rationally. So yeah, Crispy. No worries, D Sushi. Nah, thank you, Sandy. Thank you. For everyone who doesn't know, I actually got meningococcal when I was 5 years old. I was two minutes away from death's door. And the doctor was able to bring me back. But yeah, I got a really bad disease when I was quite young. And it's one of the ones, a meningococcal. It's a really bad virus. Long story short, I'll Google it. There we go, meningococcal. Long story short, it's a bacterium that can cause severe illness like meningitis, infection from the brain lining, and sepsis in the blood. So that's essentially it. So I got that at quite a young age, and I was told, like, there was a lot of doctors' visits here and there. Yeah, no, it's not good. There's a lot of doctors that came through the room that I was in, and in like the hospital, and like a lot of them, like my mum was hysterical. She was in tears the whole time. And like before the procedure, the doctor actually like would talk me through what was happening, and because my mum was in the room, and there was like a lot of talk about, you know, what would happen if the procedure didn't go well, and what would happen. I may have like lost hearing in 1 year, or I may have been brain damaged during it. So yeah, it really did sort of not open my eyes, but kind of made me a little bit more rational while talking with this sort of stuff. But just again, like, that's some dude on the internet got a virus, and now you can talk about mortality. So just a heads up to everyone, if you are going to talk about someone passing in a stream, just make sure that the streamer is okay with it. You know, like I'm fine with it, but make sure that the streamer and the environment that you're in is okay. It's probably the easiest way to just protect yourself and protect everything. All right, here we go. Maiko. Yes, so Maiko, answers for you. Yes, OP17 are going to be on the website tomorrow. So OP17 is dropping tomorrow. Yes, you can order it from Belgium and we will send it straight to you. We sell individual packs. So individual packs, and we will open them on stream. So let me know if that has answered your question. And let me know if that is a-okay, and we will go from there. Yep, that's essentially what we'll be doing. No worries. Order up. Juji didn't come through. It didn't come through. But we got a couple orders that we can do. Did anyone else send me a message so I could? Yes. What I will do, Juji, is I will make a Google form. And what we'll do is we'll let people send through their 3 favorite Pokemon. And then what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to see the data, and we'll be able to see what people's 3 favorite Pokemon are, so you can gather that data and see what they would want to see from you. So how does that sound? Yeah, we'll do a little Google form. That's going to be the best way to do that. Perfect. Okie dokie. What's Juji up to? Don't worry, SB. You're going to get spanked if Juji finds out. If you find out, Juji's going to spank you if you find out, and Juji didn't want you to. So heads up. Where's my complimentary garlic bread? Looks like Vin's asleep, thank God. The causer of chaos. The chaos calamity is sleeping. Give him a break, you know? Give him a break. Hey, Dodler, how we doing? Kind of a quiet day today, Dodler. Tomorrow's going to be a very big day with One Piece and MTG. So today has been a really, really quiet day. We're going to be opening up a few packs here and there, but I think we're going to be doing one for Simji very soon. My man's was up to 5 a.m. watching anime. Oh, God. Not the 5 a.m. anime. Oh. GG and Simji's going to be streaming like now. No, we can do it in like 10 minutes. We could leave for a little bit. Have you opened a pack today? No, I have not, Jason. We have not opened a pack today. We've just been talking. I've just been talking to you guys about stuff. I've just been yapping to you guys about stuff. We can open up some packs now, though. We should do it. We should do it. All right. We should, yo, AWD! There we go. We got our homie, AWD. When AWD comes into the stream, we're going to add him to the queue. Here we go. All right. Sandy is going to pick their pack. Go for it, Sandy. Let's get opening. Simji, you'll be up next. How you doing, AWD? Good to see ya. Going to buy something or save money for tomorrow? Up to you, Jason. It is not up to me when you would like to spend money. It's up to yourself. I'll be back in 10. They are just waiting for the packs on my stream. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna be going. We're gonna be going soon. We'll open it up real quick. All right, Sandy. Which one would you like to see? Pick a number. Pick a number. 1 is going through this way. It's gonna let my best friend decide. I don't think Boostman Jones can decide, sadly, Jason. A whole box? No, Sandy's picking 1 out of it. Sandy is picking 1 out of the box. And then Simji will be able to pick 2. All right. When you are ready, Sandy, which one would you like? 4th on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, everyone say good schluck to Sandy. Good schluck, Sandy. Let's see what we get. Name that energy. What do we got in this pack? What do we got in this pack? Remember, 3 correct guesses in a row will get you a shark pack. We got Us for me and Sleeping Vin. All right. We got Gray. That's Steel. It is Fire! X-Nox and Jason. Well done. Skull Fossil. Drillbur. Bombardier. Charger Bug. 2 Cannon. Tremendous Bomb. Slowbro. Vullaby Reverse. Vikavolt Reverse. Nothing from that one, Sandy. Everyone say thanks, Sandy. Coffee jinxed you. My feeling wasn't right. Coffee jinxed ya. Coffee owes you a pack now. That's how that works. Thanks, Sandy. All right. Now we have Simuj. Now we have Simji. Just gonna DM Simji. Just gonna shoot Simji a message. Where is she? Here we go. Here we go. Here it is. Oh, she ready? She already watching. Okay, Simji. Here we go. Pick your 2 packs. I'm not going to pitch black since it's cheaper. It is a cheap attack, Jason. It is a cheap attack. And it's a pretty good one. There we go. Hoops was the menace. No one was a menace. Don't worry. Don't worry. There are no menacing here. 7 and 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, 13. Very one at the back. Interesting. All right. My PayPal says otherwise. GG. Was it not milk? Was it not milk earlier today? Remember, milk was a menace. Husky, goddammit. Milk and Husky? Oh my god. Menace! Name that energy. What do we got in this pack? What do we got in this pack? Wish I could get more, Sandy. It's A-okay. We got 30th anniversary coming up. Don't fret. Today was always going to be a shorter stream, so don't you worry. It is dark. Cribby Chibby's 30th is soon now, huh? Yep. 30th is in exactly. We would have exactly, I think it's going to be in a couple of, it could be 20 days. It's going to be in, yep, 1, 2, 3. It's in 20 days. Exactly 20 days. One less than 3 weeks. 20 days. Shieldon, Polcher, Vullaby, Shuppet, Annihilate, Seaking, Vikavolt, Bombardier reverse. Backtrack badge reverse. Oh, foot! SimG, you got foot! We have more Peko EX. The foot! There we go. Love foot. You're too late. Already Ninja escaped. Yep. Husky's too quick with it. That is a Footman Jones. I might send Mystery Shack a 30 cake to celebrate Pokemon anniversary. We would love that, Jason. We would love a 30th cake anniversary. All right. Name that energy. What do we got in this pack? What cake would it be, Jason? Would it be a red velvet? Would it be a black forest? Would it be a vanilla custard? Would it be a ice cream cake? Would it be a chocolate cake? Which one would it be, Jason? Feedbrion is doing real good in my display case. We love that. What do you recommend? My favorite cake is a black forest cake. I really do love black forest with a cherry compote. I think that's my like a fruits of the forest, blackberry, blueberry, raspberry, cherry fruit compote, and a like a nice vanilla icing with a chocolate sponge. That's my favorite cake. Ice cream cake would be interesting to see what it looks like when it gets there, right, Husky? Do you remember the foot? I do remember the foot coffee. Took a while for you to get the money to come through for it. Yo, here's the fire! All right, we have Type Null, Grubbin, Drillbur, Popplio, Seaking, Jet, Annihilate, Palafin Reverse, Armor Fossil, and a Miraidon. Sadly, nothing in pack number 2, SimG, but we got a Footman. We got an Angry Man of Foot. There you go. Everyone say thanks, SimG. Thanks, SimG. Foot is okay. He is okay. We're going to be adding that one over to your collection. I'm going to bring that one home for you. All done. And now we're going to go to AWD. There we go. Mr. AWD. Oh, well. We actually have some more orders. So we've got an order for Xnox. And we have an order for Jason. There we go. Xnox and Jason. So AWD is going for... Oh, you gotta, right? We have them in stock. You have to go for them. AWD is going to be going for a PALDEAN FATES. Oh, exciting. Let's see if you get something good. We're going to go for the pitch black first, though. Everyone say good schluck to AWD. Good schluck, AWD. But chat, what is your favorite cake? Mine is Black Forest. I've shared with you guys my favorite cake. What is your guys' favorite cake? Name that energy. What do we got in this pack? We got some dark. My favorite cake is a lopsided dumpy. I thought you were going to say the manager's cake. I like them big. I like them chunky. It is Psychic. Let's go. Coffee. My manager doesn't make a good cake. Well, that's unfortunate, Juju. Get yourself a manager that makes good cake. I said does? Wow. What a backtrack. Seaking and Miraidon. Nothing in that. And now we have PALDEAN FATES for AWD. Let's see what we get. Schwarzwald Torta. Schwarzwald Torta is my favorite cake. What is a Schwarzwald Torta? Is it like a strawberry one, Zolrock? Is it like a vanilla cream? What type of cake is a Schwarzwald Torta? All right, AWD, good luck. We are going in to a PALDEAN FATES. Let's see what we get. Name that energy. What do we got in this pack? It's got a lot of PALDEAN FATES still available. You guys want to try your luck for a Bubble Mew or a Charizard? Or even perhaps a Gardevoir? Meringue base with creamy nuts and dark chocolate? Oh, that sounds quite nice. I love meringue. I like a good pav. Love me a pav. That sounds quite nice though, Zolrock. Also reactivated my gym card today. Ooh, let's go, Sandy. Oos. I'm very excited to get back into the gym with a new place. I'm going to be turning the garage into a shed out the front into a gym. Very excited. Oos. There we go. Sadly, Sandy did not guess Oos this time. Chimecha. Piga. PALDEAN Student. Fido. Dashbon. Nestball. Charmeleon. Scraggy reverse holo. Yes, Femi, I found out. Let's go, Femi and Xnox. Congratulations, guys, on settling on a house. That's so exciting. Natu reverse and my Boston. Nay! That's me whenever we don't get a hit. Nay! Everyone say thanks, AWD. Thanks, AWD. I'm so sorry, homie. We did not get you a oof, and I get ads. Oof. You look exactly like Mabostiff when you yell. Yeah, that's my secret. I am a Mabostiff. Ask Simji. I am secretly a Mabostiff. Through and through. All right, Xnox, you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, Freddy? Let's go, Xnox. Let's get you a housewarming gift. Let's go. It's a solid face. Yeah. Thank you, Husky. I appreciate it. Husky, I think I told you the other day, but we didn't get anything from that bloody Crown Zenith robbery. Highway robbery. Highway robbery. You know what it did though? It made me a little bit more conscious onto the throne, and I wanted to update it a little bit more often and be a little bit more interactive with the throne though. So thank you for that gift. I do appreciate it. It sparked a little something in me just to be a little more proactive with the throne. So just having it there, updating it constantly, and having new things and fresh things and just that sort of stuff, you know? So thank you. I do appreciate it. All right. Xnox, where are you at? You did tell me it was sad, but still a fun thing. Exactly. You know, it is still a very fun thing doing something like that and getting a special type of pack. And I'm going to be getting these ones for the move-in Husky. So I've got these 3 PALDEAN FATES and then this mystery tin that I'm going to be getting for the new place for our stream that we are going into for the first, like the housewarming stream. It's gonna be good fun. I think it's gonna be really, really good, you know, because having packs like that is always nice. So that's gonna be some tin for me. No, get your stanky booty out of my tin, you know. Yeah, you know, Husky, it's gonna be a nice little treat. And look, I'm gonna have to go with that Chimky for a little bit when I get it, you know. But look, if I do get something nice, tin for me. No, get your stanky booties away from my tin. Name that energy. What do we got in this pack? Just hits. All right, Xnox sounds good. It's our tin. Get your stanky booties away from my tin. Fighting type, boost boost. It is lightning. It would be a fighting type pug. That's boost boost. Grungy. We have Grubbin, Centiscorch, Scum, Poplar, Toucannon, Tremendous Bomb, Slowbro. Reverse Whalmer. Ooh, a little Feeble. Sneaky guy. Rooftop Prowling. Fox. He's ready to go. Fox from a box. It is a Feeble illustration rare. There we go. Not too bad. Ask Bossman to yoink it? Never. Never, ever, ever. No one's yoinking it. It's mine. It's a thief. Beware, it might steal your cards. It will steal your guys' cards. It will not steal my tin. I've told him off. Get your stanky booties away from my tin. It is mine, and I'm going to open it on my stream, and you guys are going to have to be like, oh, when you're watching, because I'm going to open it. It's going to have all the best hits, and you guys are going to be like, my tin. I'll yoink it. No one's yoinking. No one is yoinking. It is mine. It is us. Oh, Sandy. Let's go. We have Mankey, Sizzlepete, Bronzor, Charjabug, Rust Syndicate, Vikavolt, Galadian's Final Battle, the Sil Valley Reverse, Vikavolt Reverse, and Armor. There we go. A nice little Thievel. Just a fox in a box with a skill thief and a sharp fang. There we go. Everyone say thanks, Xnox. Thanks, Xnox. Well, if it isn't the San Fran Sinner. How we doing, Dawn? Not bad. I like it. I would hope so. It's just a little cheeky hit. There we go. The San Fran Sinner. It's Dawn and Dougie. How we doing, Dawn and Dougie? What's going on? All right, now Jason is going in for a little pitch black. There we go, Jason. 2 packs for you right there. Jason, are you ready to go? Are you bloody ready? And Jason, very quickly, I am going to grab your binder. I'm just going to make sure that these are the 2 cards that you agree to, okay? And I'll be bringing yours in tomorrow. All right, so very quickly, guys, we have made a trade with Jason. We have made a deal with the devil. Me and Simji, we have given the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, because I think I'm better than you. Bow, bow, bow. So we are going to make a trade with Jason. I'm going to show you guys the exact trade that Jason has made us. All right? It's going to be a very good... A Jason trade. Yeah. We have a trade from Jason. It's a very nice one. All right. He doesn't get the... No, he does. Glad you're live. I like hearing your good energy in the morning. Thank you, Dougie. I appreciate it. You know, I like being able to spread a little bit of cheer here and there in these rough times. Here we go. Here's the first one. And then the second one is near the front. Yeah, it is. There we go. Second one is near the front. All right, guys. You ready to see it? Yo, video James. What's good, James? How we doing? All right. Here is the card. Are you guys ready? Here are the 2 cards. Now, Jason, just confirm if this is all okay. But Jason is going to be trading us Gwyn SIR from Pitch Black and Tepig from Black Bolt. So Jason is trading us these 2 cards. Gwyn and Tepig. Yep, done, Jason. We are going to be getting those ones sent on over to us, and we are going to bring you the Hoenn Trio tomorrow. Happy for you, Jason. A deal has been struck. Tepig and Gwyn for the Hoenn Trios. The Hoenn Hoes. There we go. They are in top loaders, and they are ready to make their journey. And the Hoenn Trio will be here tomorrow for you, Jason. There we go. My hoes. Yeah. All right. Now, with that being said, Jason, let's open up your card to see if there's anything to add. I saw a pig. Yeah. So Jason is actually trading us for it, Crispy. That's the offer that won the Hoenn trio. Tepic and Gwyn. I know you're not happy, Gigi, but I want to get those hoes. This is what we are trading for the Hoenn trio. I see. Crispy's like, that's why I lost. All right, let's see what we get. Name that energy. What do we got in this pack? Cue me. Oh my God. All right, SB, I'll add you to queue after this pack. Let's see what we get. I did get that Tepic that week, the week I was in Sweden. Yeah, you did, Crispy. There we go. And SB. Oh. We're going to be adding SB. There we go. All right, Jason's first pack is a Lightning for Crummy. Guys, when is Crummy getting back from war? Crummy! No wonder that was the price for the Hoenn trio. Yeah, yep. Yepers. Grubbin, Centiscorch, Skarmory, Poplio, Heatran, Lampent, Fossil Quarry, Delmise Reverse, Heatran Reverse, Primarina. Last pack for Jason. Last pack for Jason. Gigi, how is Pearl? How is old lady Pearl? Fun thing happening tonight. We are expected to get a Blood Moon in Sweden. Ooh, everyone lock your doors, get inside. Blood Moon rises once again. Name that energy. What do we got in this pack? What do we got in this pack? Name that energy. I had a Blood Orange, so I'm safe. I had Blood Orange juice today, so I should be safe, but lock your doors. The Blood Moon rises once again. She still plays a bit, but sleeps a lot and doesn't walk well. Oh, Paul! Old lady. Look out for her scene. Exactly, look out for her scene. After Asia trip, there is a chance she goes to live with me again. That would be fun. That would be very nice, Juji. Yeah. It's Dark Crispy. Let's go. We got Grubbin, Centiscorch, Skarmory, Poplio, Sinistcha, Slowbro, Malamar, Type Null Reverse, Chi-Yu Reverse. Nothing in that one, Jason. Nothing in that one. Unfortunate. Everyone say thank Jason. Thanks, Jason. Nothing in those two, big dog. Very unfortunate. Ironically. How we doing? Good to see you. There we go. So up next is going to be SB. Will actually be my first playthrough on Morrowind. Enjoy Morrowind. It's a good game. Very good game. SB's going in for 3 Pitch Black. Here we go, SB. 3 Pitch Black. Here we go. What do we got? There we go. Jobless Bomb Lights win. SB, are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? We're going to be going in for 3 packs of Pitch Black. Yes! Alright. Alright. Just gonna grab your box, SB. There it is, right beneath Xnox. Good to go. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we get anything. First pack. Name that energy. What do we got in this pack? We got in this pack. Let's see what we get. All right, we have Dark. Let's go, Cribby. 2 in a row, Cribby. 2 in a row. We got Skarmory, Armor Fossil, Electra, Trumbeak, Seeking, Fossil Quarry, Sinistcha, Dark Bell Reverse Holo, Mandibuzz, and Spiritomb. I opened up I packed the Cynthia Spiritomb from Ascended Heroes the other day, actually. Heaps stoked about that one. Husky, we'll see you tomorrow in stream, big dog. Have a great day. Hope work isn't too bad. And stay safe out there, dude. Stars are falling. Make sure you're looking after yourself, all right? Everyone say night, Husky. Night, Husky. Catch you later. All right, hint. Crispy. Fire, water, lightning, and grass has been removed. Fire, water, lightning, grass, Husky, Crispy. Guess away. Dark, lock it in. It is Dark Ribby Chibby has earned himself a Shack Pack. Cribby, congratulations. Well done. That is a Shack Pack at SB. That's a correct guess for you as well. It was meant to be for a mentee bee. All right, let's see what we get. We have Skull Fossil, Bronzor, Polcha, Charjabug, Vikavolt, Seeking, Jet, Sil Valley Reverse Holo. Ooh! SB Mega Zeraora SIR! Damn! Well, would you look at that? Mega Zeraora SIR. That is a lovely card. The blue sheen on this card is nice. There we go. Mega Zeraora SIR does come in at a solid €60. So it's not the best hit in the pack, but it is still a very nice looking card. Awesome blue color on that as well from the pores of the Zeraora. Very nice. As a really cool looking card. You could add that to a great lightning page on a binder. But there we go. SB, congratulations. Let me put that in the top loader for you. That is a fantastic card. There we go. Awesome hit. Right. Now we got the last pack for SB. Name that energy. What do we got in this pack? What do we got in this pack? Name that energy. Last one for SB. And then we're going to open up the Shack Pack for Cribby Chibby. We got Psychic, Dark, Fire. It is Water Juji. Let's go. Juji has a correct water guess. All right, we have Skull Fossil, Drillbur, Bombardiro, Charjabug, Annihilate, Jet, Marshadow, Mischief, Reverse Holo, Inkay Reverse, and Zarude. But honestly, no other hit needed as you have nabbed yourself, SB, a $60 SIR. Well done. Everyone say thank SB. Thank SB. And congratulations on your SIR. It's the first time I've seen this, honestly. This is a really nice card. This one is absolutely one where the real card does wonders over the rendered graphic that they provide. Like, this in person is a really cool card. And there's a little bit of texturing on it. Not too much. But honestly, I wish they had done more texturing, like making the white a little bit sheenier. Or the horn on the Zeraora a little bit more sheenier. But honestly, it is quite a nice looking card. I do like this one a lot. There we go. I'm going to pop that one in there for SB. And congratulations. There you go. We say congratulations. There we go. Yeah, Mega Kipti. It is a Mega Kipti. All right, Crispy. Now we are going in for your Shack Pack. Let's see if we can get anything here. Chat, name that energy. What do we got in this pack? Maybe we got a little something for Cribby Chibby. Let's see what we get. This is a Shack Pack, courtesy of the Shack for Crispy getting 3 correct energy guesses in a row. Our way of saying thank you for being an active chatter, and our way of being able to reward those who tune in most streams. We have... It's water. GG. GG! GG! Someone get GG. It's 2 waters in a row. Someone get GG. Mandibus. Fomantis. Mankey. Sharkadet. Bannet. Bronzong. Relicanth. Lampent Reverse. Well, another dinosaur! Bastiodon! Well done, Crispy. A nice little Bastiodon. Nothing flashy, just a nice illustration of the Cretaceous period. We have a Bastiodon illustration rare. Not too bad. From a Shack Pack as well. Always, always nice. There we go, Crispy. Can't complain. From a free pack, can't complain, brother. Can't complain. There you go. That's going to be put into your binder there. Nice and easy. Pop that one right over here. And chat, we are going to go and take a quick little pee break. And then we got a couple more minutes to be able to open up some packs. Or we'll just have a yap when we get back. I am net positive today. Exactly. Hey, maybe Crispy, it's time for PALDEAN Fates then. Try your luck. All right. I'll see you guys when we get back. I'm just going to run an ad and I'll fill up my water and go take a quick pee. See you guys soon. All right, we are back. We are ready to go. If there are any orders that were put in, we're going to be good to open them up. If not, I am comfortable yapping to you guys for the next, just for the next 50 minutes, and we'll wrap it up, call it a day. Nothing too flashy going on. Oh, we got one. 2 pitch black from our homie, Slim Dougie. Let's go. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Here we go. These 2 right here. That's them. They're the ones we're going for. Everyone say good schluck to Slim Dougie. Good schluck, Slim Dougie. Let's grab your... There we go. You got yours right here, Slim. Beautiful. Slim, you're going to be tuning into Worlds this weekend? Very excited to watch the VGC, honestly. Very, very excited. TCG, not so much. TCG I find quite boring to watch, sorry. But remember, you've got these 3 we're going to be working towards adding to. But yeah, I'm quite excited to be able to watch a little bit of the Worlds this weekend from San Francisco. Should be quite a good watch. I'm quite excited for the VGC World Championships and also for the after party or the closing ceremony, because it looks like they're going to be revealing some information about next year's Worlds. Dragon Ball, I understand. Hey, look, TCG is not exciting to watch. I'm gonna say it, you know. Pokemon Go is not exciting to watch. TCG is not exciting to watch. Unite is actually quite fun to watch, I will say. It's a god-awful game, but it is quite fun to watch, I will say. If you watch Unite, you get hyped up, you know. It's a good thing to watch. But VGC is really fun to watch, you know. I think as a player and as a spectator, VGC is quite entertaining. And it absolutely carries Worlds. Like, it carries the Pokemon events. It's why it's the #1 event, right? VGC is always the #1 event. It's because everyone plays that. If you've played Pokemon at one stage, you've played competitive battling. Like, you've done that. You've optimized your set if you've completed a game. I'd honestly think that's why it's one of the most entertaining to watch. There we go. Name that energy. What do we got in this pack? And look, there's some really, really interesting, not leaks, but rumors about what the closing ceremony is going to reveal. I'm very excited, honestly. Name that energy. What do we got here? Dark from SB, Psychic from Slim. It is Us. Yeah, I think we could get some Gen 10 updates, honestly, SB. I think we could get some Gen 10 updates, and we might even get a new game reveal. There's a rumor that, obviously, we know Unite is stepping down next year from Worlds. There's a rumor that we could get the game that is being taken over, that is taking over Unite's placement at Worlds next year. A little teaser of that. So that in itself could be very exciting to see as well. Xnox with a correct guess. We have Mabostiff, Finizen, Armor Fossil, Type Null, Misty's Vitality, Manectric, Palafin, Shieldon Reverse, Armarouge, the double Armarouge. So nice, you see it twice. Nothing in that one. But yeah, because Unite is not being held at Worlds anymore, right? So there's going to be a big gap, a big gaping hole, as we say. There's going to be a big gaping hole in the schedule and at the event, right? Pokemon Go is still being a thing, but they're losing interest. VGC is going strong, needs like supporting events, and the TCG, you know, TCG is gonna be there. You know, that's what TCG does. It's just there. So there needs to be that extra event to take up the space of what would have been Unite. So now we might be getting a new IP reveal, and a lot of people are thinking we didn't get any news of it at the 30th anniversary reveal. So there's a very good chance that we could be seeing Project Synapse for the very first time. Now, a lot of people are like, what is Project Synapse? Now, if you are up to date with the Giga Leak that happened earlier in the year, Project Synapse was or even later last year, Project Synapse is a leaked program or a leaked IP that Game Freak and TPCI were working on. And it's essentially a Marvel Rivals Overwatch styled Pokemon game where you ride on the backs of Pokemon and you have a 5v5 where you essentially control like a Garchomp to be like a tank, or you control a Decidueye to be a backline ADC. So they're working on this and they're currently trying to keep it under wraps, but we might see at Worlds the first view of Project Synapse, which would be crazy to see. But it also would make sense because, you know, Unite is out. The first time we saw Pocken's replacement was towards the end of like Pocken's World's finale. We got a little teaser of Unite, you know? So there is a very strong case to be said that after Worlds this year, we are going to get the very first sneak peek of Project Synapse, which I would love to see. Lightning Karami. We have Wailmer, Grubbin, Mandibuzz, Jinx, Toucannon, Bronzong, Slowbro, Miraidon Reverse Hollow, Bannet Reverse, Koraidon, nothing in this one. 2 stink packs, nothing in those 2 packs. I am so sorry. Oh, Slim Dougie, unlucky. Everyone say thanks, Slim. Thanks, Slim. And that there is the end of the queue. All done. SP has been complete, as well as Slim Dougie. And we are going to be yapping for just a little bit more. We still got ones in that booster box ready to go. But our stock, let me check the stock. Pitch Black. Get a quick little Pitch Black check. Pokemon. There we go. Pitch Black. 45. How many we got? We got 2, 4, more than 100. We could put 100 there. Perfect. Let's update that. There we go. We are looking good for Pitch Black. So we can have that ready and stocked. Perfect order. I hope we get some. Paldean Fates. Pitch Black and Paldean Fates. We are good to go. Website's up to date. We are fine. Oh. And now we're going to be live for just a little bit more. So shop's going to be open for around about 40 more minutes. We're going to be yapping just for a little bit more. If we do end up finishing, then we'll probably be heading over to SimG a little earlier. But if anyone does want me to check their boxes, or if anyone does want me to check their binder very quickly for a specific card, let me know. But that is probably going to be the end for today. We do have some One Piece tomorrow. So we have OP17 that is coming in tomorrow. And we have MTG Hobbit. So we have the Hobbit MTG coming in tomorrow, as well as OP17. It's gonna be very exciting. When are you going to stream tomorrow? Same time, same place, Maiko. So we're gonna be at this channel at around about 6 p.m., which is the normal time we go live. We just went out live an hour later today because it was a low stock day. Did the Pitch Black ETB get stocked today, or did you say it will come up tomorrow? So we actually had Ollie come into stream today, as I gave him this stream to come on in. So Ollie, the person who it was held for, came on into stream today, and I will be selling it to him tomorrow. I'm just completing his trade-in. I'm getting Bossman to generate a discount code, so that we can send it to him. Got a meeting, but I've sent my brother to your DC. I just saw him join then, so that's perfect. Probably buy some. Hell yeah, Maiko. Yeah, the ETB is going to be sold tomorrow to Ollie. So we're going to have that all ready for tomorrow for OP17. Very exciting. Bossman did say that we're going to be getting some to be able to sell to you guys, which is going to be really, really cool. And because it's not going too far, Maiko, as well, the shipping won't be too expensive either. Like shipping, you won't pay for shipping as you buy the product. So just a heads up for, you might not know how it works during your first purchase. But when you purchase the packs, we open them on stream and we store them in a box, just like this. And then when you have a full box, we actually ship it out to you. Now, because you're in Belgium, it's not going to take that long, and it's not going to be that expensive to get them out to you. Obviously, unless you have like tons of cards. But it should be really, really good to get you those cards, because it shouldn't be too expensive to be able to ship to Belgium, because we're in Sweden. So it should be A-okay, which is really, really nice. So that should be really good. And yeah, no, of course, Maiko, I like to help you out. And again, thank you for subscribing over on the YouTube for my own channel. And, like I said, I was just yapping before about how things are going. And, we're going to have some more content uploaded very soon. We actually have a clip uploaded this weekend, which is going to be very exciting. It's going to be the first clip that I'm uploading with the new strategy. I'm going to be uploading it on Sunday before I go live, which is going to be a really, really interesting to see if it helps, But we'll see. I also want to make some more clips this weekend as well. I want to watch Worlds. I'm going to be clipping in Worlds, I think, this weekend. I'm going to be Watching Wolfie take it home. Nah, he's not gonna win. Could you imagine if he did though? With some wild jank team, like a Mega Sizzle team. Could you imagine if he did? Oh, but yeah, so I'm gonna be watching the Worlds this week. I'm gonna be rooting for Wolfie, rooting for the GOAT. And I'm just very interested to see how certain Pokemon perform. You know, I think a sleeper Pokemon this weekend is gonna be Watchog. I think a lot of people gotta watch out for Watchog. He's a funny guy. Hypnosis, getting a little accurate as well. Yeah, I really do think that honestly, I think Charizard is probably going to take home another title. Charizard performing the way that he does consistently. Like, I was talking to Simi last night, and she's like, you kind of lose a lot in Champions when you're playing offline. And I'm just like, yeah. She's like, you lose a lot to Charizard. I'm like, yeah, I do. Because all the time she hears me complaining, she's just like, man, do you not have an answer for Charizard? I'm just like, look, I do, but the answer for Charizard is not a good answer for a fairy type, so I have to guess every time. And she's like, don't you have something better? I'm like, I could, but like, it's just knowing how to play against Charizards and like being able to pivot against them, and it's always tough because it's not so much the Charizard, it's the Charizard's part, you know? It's the Garchomp that's with him. It's the King Gambit that goes side by side. It's the Sylveon that sits on his tail, you know? So it's all just about how to get around that big lizard. But I honestly do think Charizard is going to take a title. I think Charizard's taking a title this year. In terms of who he's accompanied by, if I had to pick, I honestly think Charizard and Staraptor are going to take home a title this year. Charizard and Staraptor are a fantastic combination. They complement each other very well. Staraptor is now neutral to rock-type moves, and with the close combats, he's not going to really take too much damage. Charizard is very, very good into fairy types. You know, he resists a lot of fairy type moves that are in the game, like Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast. He does very well into with HP as well. He actually lives a fair few hits from the fairy types. And then the only thing is that they are weakened to electric, both of them. So Raichu, but if you have a Garchomp, you're so fine, you know? If you have a Garchomp and you have a way to deal with Raichu, I honestly do think we're going to see a Charizard and a Staraptor win Worlds. That's my prediction. That's the team I reckon will do it, because that's the core that is going to be as impressive as it is, you know. But that's my anticipation for Worlds. I think it's going to be exciting to watch. I think it'll be good to have that on the weekend. I'm going to be working on some clips, which is going to be very exciting. So we'll see how we go this weekend. Now, next week, very quickly, I do need to double check. What are we looking at next week? So next week is going to be a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So next week is going to be the first, second, and third. No auction next week because A, we don't have singles, and B, it's an off week. So auction-wise for this week, we are going to have these cards. So these are the cards for next week, for tomorrow's auction. So we have a Excadrill Full Art. So we're going to have the Excadrill Full Art from Pitch Black. Players love these full arts when they're making decks, so that's going to be a high demand card. I think Azuri was after this one as well. We're going to have the Poopendog. We're going to have Electric from Destined Rivals. We got a lot of Destined Rivals in this auction, so which is really, really cool. So we have the Electric from Destined Rivals. We have Zamazenta. So we have Zamazenta illustration rare from Destined Rivals as well. That's going to be one of the auction cards that we have. Then we're going to have Kangaskhan from Destined Rivals, illustration rare from illustration rare. We're going to have Kangaskhan from Destined Rivals. That's going to be another good one. And then we're going to have Relicanth. So this is the Relicanth illustration rare from Temporal Forces. These ones are going to be tomorrow's auction cards. I'll be taking a photo of these, putting them in the Discord so that you guys know what the cards are tomorrow. Just gonna make these ones look nice. Probably take a photo of it now. But yeah, so these are going to be the cards that are available tomorrow for tomorrow's auction. There we go. Quick little photo so you guys can see that there. There we go. So those are the cards that we are going to get for tomorrow's auction. terms of starting price, what do we think, chat? Let's have a look quickly. See what these ones are going for. Oh, behind the scenes. Yeah. 1,000? No, we're not going to start these at 1,000. Destined Rivals is where most of these start. Or Desti Rivies. Man, Destined Rivals has fallen a lot in price recently because of the reprint announcement. If you were ever after a Destined Rivals card, now's the time to buy it. Honestly, because of that, I think we're going to hang on to the Lapras, because it is very cheap at the moment. Night, Maiko! Catch you later. All right. What do we have here? We have the Electrack. There we go. So the Electrack is going to start €2 for Electrack tomorrow. Zamazenta is going to start also at €2. And Kangamama is going to start at 5. So we're going to go 2 to 5. Relicanth, I think, is starting at 10. So 2 to 5. Relicanth for 10. That's Temporal Forces. Yeah, Temporal Forces is going up. That bloody ghastly Gengar combination. Crazy. The Dealing and the Litten. Oh, Litten. I actually need to get the Litten myself. If anyone is trading a Litten from Temporal Forces, scream at me. Because I do need that. Excuse me. Do need that Litten myself. Relicanth, however. Relicanth is going to be starting at 8. 10? 10. We're going to... Oh! 5. I think we're going to start Relicanth at 5. We'll do 5, 5, 2, 2, 2. Just check Mega Excadrill real quick. Cheap auction tomorrow. Maybe everyone's claws are going to come out to grab a card. Excadrill 5. There we go. So we're going to go 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 5, 5. So 2, 2 for Electrack and Zamazenta, the 2 doggos, 2, 2. Then we're going to go 5, 5, 5 for Excadrill and Kangamama and Relicanth. That's, I think, we're going to do tomorrow. That's the behind the scenes. It's a little sneak peek. God, Excadrill is more than the Goldeen. That's crazy. I guess Excadrill is playable, right? Like, that kind of makes sense. If you look at this card, it's like, I guess it's super playable, which is why everyone kind of wants it. Like, Excadrill itself is quite a expensive card. Let me just jump across to this one. Excadrill, it's like an expensive card, right? Because it's like it's a playable one that everyone needs for the Metang deck, because it hits super hard and it's easy to get on the field. Like, it's only a stage 2. So you go Drillbur and then you go Excadrill, and that one does well. But like, it's more than the Goldeen, and the Goldeen is one of the best cards illustration-wise in this set, which is crazy. And then we also have it's more than the Armarouge, the Delmise. Oh, the Primarina. I love the Primarina as cheap as it is, because I actually need this card. So I need this Primarina. Simji has one, but I need to get one myself. So hopefully I've actually got some in the pitch black packs that I have pulled or gotten at home. Because I do need this Primarina for my starter page. Traded my last one with Simmy. Yeah, Simji has it. Simji has it, which is good. I'm happy Simji got it. But we got this one from Jason today, which is nice. The little Gwyn. Gave one to my mama. It's such a nice card. It is a really, really nice card. And like, you got so many of them. God, do you remember SB when you were like, you had so many of them at like launch? You had like 4, and I was just like, ugh. And there were 36 at launch. It was crazy. There were 36 at launch. It was nuts. I also have a Japanese. Oh, the Japanese ones. It's gonna look lovely. It's gonna look lovely. Gotta look lovely. I'm actually eyeing off this one. I'll show you real quick, SB, before we wrap things up. I'm eyeing off this one. I want to get it soon before it starts to go up. I want to get this one. I think this one's quite nice. Charizard sleeping in the sun. I think this is a really nice card. I think this is slept on crazy. Like, I think this one's going to go up a lot. I really like this guy. I think it's because it's a promo that's sort of like around, you know? Yeah, with the chaos in the back. Yeah, yeah, this is a really nice one. There's also another card that I'm after. It's going to be tough to get this one, I think. So this one, I think, is from a, I think it's Lost Origin? Let me check quickly. No, it's not Lost Origin. Oh, it's Battle Styles. That's right. It's Battle Styles. It's this one. I'm after this one, and I don't know how I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna have to go to a Massen. I'm gonna have to go to the Massen. I think this is the card I'm gonna be looking for at the Massen. I want to make a trade. I really like this Empoleon. This Empoleon doing his like his little training arc with the mean foo and like the failings falling off of him. I'm looking for this card here. This is my next little grail that I'm looking for. Because I want this to be my Empoleon for my starters. So the Piplup I have, you know, I'm gonna get the Phantasmal Flames Piplup. I got that in the Chufty box. And then for Prinplup doesn't actually have an illustration rare. Fun fact. I've got a reverse holo Prinplup from Crown Zenith, I think. Really nice card. And then I want the Empoleon to be this Empoleon because I don't really like the full art Empoleon from Phantasmal. I want this one to be the full art Phantasmal, or the full art Empoleon for my collection. So I really, really like this one. So I'm going to be on the hunt for this one. I think we're going to be hunting for that one. And then, you know, there's also some really nice Battle Styles cards. I think Battle Styles is under like this one. I think Crispy said he had this one. This is such a nice Tyranitar. Like genuinely a nice card with the Pig Knight in the background. And he's just like zonked out because he's eaten so many food. Why don't they do cards like this anymore, SB? When was the last time we had a nice caricature of a card like this in Generation 9? And a matter of fact, in Mega Evolution, like most of the cards these days, and this is a trend that I've noticed, and you can agree with me, you can disagree, but if you go up to like Pitch Black, right? Like all the SIRs and all the crazy cards, they're just Pokemon with colors, right? It's just colors and it's just Pokemon. That's all it is, right? It's just colors. Like that's literally what it is. And like you go to the next set and you go to Chaos Rising. It's just color. There's nothing going on. Like Chin has a little bit going on, but it's the Pokemon with color in the back. Like it's just jumping on a blanket. Like, and then you go to the Dragalga, it's just color. It's just colors and swirls. Like what is going on with the recent sets that this is it. This is really all we're getting. And like the more you look at it, the Chin, hey Vin, how we doing? Good to see ya. And the more you look at it, the more you're like, damn, Chufty's onto something because it's just color. Like it's just flashy colors. The only one that stands out for me is the Starmie, right? Because it's in a city setting. It's using its big Starmie beam towards the city. So it actually has something, you know? It actually has something that it's doing. But then if you compare it to like Ascended Heroes too, it's just the Gengar with colors. It's just the colors. Like if you go to Gen 8, right? And you go to this card that I was looking at. If you go to the card I was looking at, so if you go all the way back to Gen 8 and you look at like Crown Zenith, for example, right? Why don't we see cards like this anymore? You know? Like actually battling something. Why don't we see that? Why don't we see big sets with big hits, right? Why don't we see big sets with big hits where the cards are actually doing stuff? Like you head over here with the Tyranitar that's having a snooze. Like what's going on with card designs? I don't know, Vin. I don't know. It's Mega Lucario because Mega Evolution had something like that and we went down from that. Yeah, actually, you are right, SB. We did have something like that with Mega Evolution when it first came out. Like, I would say, honestly, flashy colors, yes, but this is a nice card, right? flashy colors, but it tells a story. It tells the story of the Ralts turning into the Curlier, turning into the Gardevoir, right? Like, this card tells a story. So I completely understand why it's like colors, but it's a nice card. It tells the story. It is a very nice card, right? And then you go to the Lucario, and Lucario is like actually like doing something, you know, like he's fighting Mega Venusaur. He's got his big fist. He's ready to go. This is a cool card. This is a really cool chase card, and I understand why it's the price that it is, right? But man, like even heading down to like Journey together, right? Like Lily's Clefairy is the outlier here. Lily's Clefairy is a nice card. It's with Lily in a field being like beep beep, you know? But I'm sorry, this Salamence, there's so many more things they could have done with this Salamence than with a Sunset. Like, are you kidding me? What is going on? You could have made Salamence like, you know the story of how Bagon wishes to be a Salamence one day because he wants to fly? And his whole thing is that he's jumping over a cliff. Where's that? What story does that tell here? You know? Try me, I'm just being an old man. Give me a menacing, yeah, you know, like, this is a really good card. I'll show you an example of a really good card from Old Era, right? I'll show you guys a great example of a well-priced card that is a really nice story. Like this here. This card is a Gengar that is like, he's earned his price. This is a Gengar that has earned his price. The quirky eyes, him gobbling up the entire town with the spooky building in the background. And you know what? Maybe we're gonna get all these types of cards in 30th anniversary. You know, we've seen the leaks, we've seen the cards. So maybe they've saved all of these type of artworks for 30th anniversary, and they've just been churning and pumping out cards set after set, and they're running low on ideas, right? Exactly, Vin, exactly. So maybe we're gonna get something like that soon, right? Maybe we get something like that soon. So I think 30th anniversary is gonna be that set that kind of does all of that for us. Anyway, just something I've noticed, you know? Something I've noticed as a collector and as someone who works in the industry and the hobbies. The recent cards have kind of fallen off in terms of like SIRs, right? And maybe it's because the SIRs are getting priority because it's recent sets, and then after the set's sort of legacy and plateau, the illustrations will pop up, maybe, but it's nice. Well, to be honest, Finn, like if you think of Generation 9, like if you think of Scarlet and Violet, there are some big hitters in Scarlet and Violet, right? Like there are some big hitters in Scarlet Violet. Like if you head over here, right? And you go to Scarlet Violet era, and you go, for example, Black Bolt, right? If you go to Black Bolt, this is actually a very nice card, you know? With the quirky painting in the background, he's laughing in his swamp. This is a really nice card, right? One of the top 5 cards of Black Bolt. Fantastic card. Then you go to another set from Generation 9, right? You go to Destined Rivals. Destined Rivals, a really nice card of Destined Rivals. Cynthia's Garchomp. This will overtake Mewtwo one day. Here, mark my words. This card overtakes Mewtwo one day. Cynthia's Garchomp, you know, champion Cynthia in the background on the big screen, controlling Garchomp, using a Stone Edge or an Earthquake. This is a fantastic card, right? With the fire in the top, in the foreground. This will plateau Mewtwo one day. The Mewtwo does not look as good as this Garchomp. This Garchomp is phenomenal, you know? Like, this is a great Garchomp. So then you go to the next set, right? You go to the next set that came out in Gen 9. You can skip a couple. You don't need to go to Journey. You can go to Surging Sparks, you know? Surging Sparks has fantastic cards. The Milotic coming out of the water, you know? After evolving from a Feebas into a Milotic, it surges out of the water, and you have a fantastic card. The color contrast between under the water lake, and then you have the top one. Remember the Shack Pack Garchomp? I remember that. So this, again, fantastic Milotic, great artwork, really, really well done. And then you go to the next one, you know, you leave it a little bit, you go down to Shrouded Fable. Shrouded Fable had a fantastic card. The Persian, you know, the Persian, Giovanni's Persian. Looking outside on the city, the reflection in the light. You've got the couch in the background. It's a home cat, you know, but it can fight. And this Persian, really, really nice Persian. This is a really nice card in the collection. Fantastic, fantastic card. Then you go down to the next one. Persian would go well, the Night Cityscape. Exactly, Vin. Exactly. You know, so that's a good one. Then you head down to Temporal Forces. Top card in Temporal Forces is a Ghastly. Very, very well illustrated Ghastly with Gengars and Haunters going around, lurking through the city. There's a Meowth in the bottom of that screen being like, oh, what's going on here, gamers? You know, and then it's like a haunting parade of the street. The lights, the moonlight bounces off the city, and you've got the lamppost having that yellow that lays the effect, and the blue is the shadow of the Ghastlies and the Gengar. Fantastic card, right? So then you go down to the next set. You have a little conga line. Then you got a 151. Easily the best card in this is the Nexard, you know? Charizard flying over the cityscape with the volcano, and you have the sun, and you have the mountain that it escaped as a Charmander and a Charmeleon from. Beautiful Charizard from 151. Fantastic. Really great artwork as well. It's sort of like a little chibi Charizard. It looks very nice. It's a good card. You know, this is a great card. And then you go down, obviously, to the base set Scarlet and Violet, where it has probably one of the best Gardevoirs I've ever seen. Gardevoir moving in to so the Gardevoir tells a story in this one. It's the Ralts that moves into the home of the young couple. Like, I'll go through it for you guys. Like, the Gardevoir moves into the Ralts. Oh, that's the Curlier. Here we go. Very quickly. The Ralts moves into the home as the couple as they're moving in, you know, and you have the girl unpacking the box with the boyfriend moving everything around in the back. Then, you know, a couple years past, Ralts has evolved into Curlier, and they have a baby. So you know that the parent is there, and you've got the little Ralts plushie, and the Curlier gets to like raise the kid with the mom. And then you go into the Gardevoir, where the Gardevoir has, you know, it's evolved and it's looking after the old couple. You know, they're old. The baby has moved out, living its time in the big city, and the Gardevoir is like growing old with the couple. Like this is a fantastic artwork. Such a nice card. I actually have all three of these cards. But that's what I mean by like cards are kind of falling off in terms of artwork. Vin, it's a fantastic card. It's a really, really good card. If you want to know what set that's from, homie, it's from Scarlet Violet base set. There's some really good ones in Scarlet Violet base set. There's the Ralts duo. There's a Slowpoke. Simi actually has the Slowpoke. He kind of just... he kind of just... you know? And then there's a really cool... My favorite one from this one, actually, is the Gardevoir. But there's a hidden sleeper in this one, I reckon. It's the... Where is he? The King Gambit, you know? The King Gambit with the army of Pawniards and Bisharps around him. I really like this card. I have this card myself. But there's the King Gambit with like the little pawns and the Bisharps. Very cool card. But anyway, that's enough from me. That's enough from me yapping about how cards have fallen off. If you agree, like, let me know, because I can't just be the only one that's kind of thinking it, you know? Maybe it's my nostalgia speaking, but like, I'm not looking at cards from like 7, 8, 9 years ago. I'm looking from cards that are like 2 to 3 years ago, you know? Like, it's not that long ago. It's not long ago to expect that they changed that drastically, you know? I saw it once I started here. Well, Vin, I do apologize that I've filled your head with cards that you want. Apologies. I was just giving like a little debut and sort of like a tour of like the cards that I find interesting. The Megas, they lost the plot there. I don't even think it's the Megas. I think it's just SIRs, you know? I think they're just churning out for churning out's sake. And hey, we could eat our words. At 30th anniversary, there could be some really nice cards that tell some awesome stories. But it really just is flashy color at the moment. That's kind of what they're going for. But we'll see. We'll see if it changes. We'll see if it changes. Yeah, because the IRs are cute still. Yeah, you know, like the illustrations are still kind of fine, but the SIRs, they've fallen off. Yeah, the illustrations are amazing. The SIRs, they need to go back to the fundamentals. Yeah, I would say the SIRs, they've fallen off a lot. And I'd say the illustrations are carrying at the moment. It feels like they don't know what to do with SIR. Yeah! You know, I feel like they're in two mindscapes. They want one, pow, wow, SIR, $100, $200 card, wowie, wowie. And on the other hand, they want to make something nice. But like they need to cater to their market, and they know that their market is scalpers, right? They know. They know that their market is crypto bros and scalpers. So they need an artwork that will wow and pow them. The crypto scalper bros, they don't want some cutesy wootsy, you know, animation. No, they want big bam, pow, wow, you know? But at the same time, it's the fans that want the cards, you know? It's the fans that want to collect, and they're the ones who buy from those knob jobs, you know? So it's like, they are literally in two minds. They are literally in two minds because they don't know what to do. Because if they make it too good, then they screw themselves. But if they don't make it good enough, they screw themselves. So it'd be a tough work. It'd be a tough line deciding what art makes it through for cards, because you don't want to make it too good, but you don't want to make it too bad. Anyway, my little rant for it. We're going over to Simji. We're going over to Simji, and Simji Bobimji, she is currently playing Road to Empress. Raid message is going to be Road My Empress. There we go. Road My Empress. Let's head on over, copy and paste the raid message that is applicable to you. Perfect time for a raid out. Yeah, we're going to go over to Simji. Copy and paste the raid message. Let's head on over. Give me the SIR of what the original blast list was supposed to look like. Yeah, you know, Vin? Give me the original Beast Toys. Big Man Blastoise. Hey? All right, let's raid. Let's raid out. Going over to Simji. And we are going to be live again tomorrow, guys. Don't fret. We're going to be there. One Piece 17 tomorrow. MTG Hobbit tomorrow. We're going to have 2 new types of packs. It's going to be very exciting. Of course, we'll have our PALDEAN Fates as well, ready to go. No worries, SP. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. Sorry it was a little shorter today, guys. I knew that we wouldn't be selling too much just because it is a... we don't have much stock. But I did want to come through, yap with you guys, open a couple packs here and there. No singles to debut, but the auction is tomorrow. So make sure you guys are tuned in for the auction tomorrow. And, you know, do us a favor, jump across and subscribe to the YouTube. We are going to be having all of our content shipped over there after the stream, so it'll be live and ready to rewatch. But thank you so much for today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for a bigger day, more pack openings, longer stream, and an auction to finish it off. Adios, guys. I'll see you over at Simji's. Bye, guys.